some mineral site that I had here. You can see they have dug that out to nothing. Whoa! We driving up to God's country with a load, actually 2 loads. So we gotta drive up the mountain here and see if we can get those unloaded. She's a little rough coming up in here. She's a little thick. This is where the deer like to hang out. Whoop, we on top of God's country. We gonna do some early season preparation and get some of these blinds out. We been using pop-up blinds, but the bears keep destroying them, so invested a little bit. Got some 4x5 blinds, and we're gonna get these set up on the property, so hopefully this year we can hunt and not have to worry about pop-up blinds being destroyed. So we're gonna get these unloaded and set up. So we found a gentleman that builds these. I'll show you what the inside looks like once we get everything unloaded and set up. But 4x5 tin roof. We're going to cover the windows, kind of bear proof them a little bit. But 4x5, they were $250 a piece. We just made a 4-hour round trip to get these, and then once we get these done, I've got a 2-hour drive back home. So daylights are burning. We got to get after it. Just going to use the bucket, strap it, pack it. We'll go over here and show you where she's going. Just going to take the time and bring her through the path. Pop's taking out limbs. So this is where we had a big pop-up blind, and bears just kept destroying it. So deer come out through the pines here, they come out through this path, or they'll come up through this valley. So for archery season, this spot's really good. Got about 30 yards either way here. And then for muzzle loading and rifle season, I can watch this whole valley. So this will serve a big purpose right here. That's the spy point on the solar right here, so you can tell what's coming and going. Some mineral site that I had here. You can see they have dug that out to nothing. Whoa! Well, Pops took out a branch, so we're gonna have to nail the roof back down. Minor, nothing major. All right, blind number 2 coming down. We're gonna watch this tree. We're gonna set it right there, and I'll show you what we're looking at here in a minute. Okay. Be good. All right. I'm trying to walk backwards down the hill, just making sure I don't fall down the hill. And swing her in. Right there. We got blind number 2 set up, so we got to cut that tree down and get rid of the brush back there and cut a few trees here, and we'll be able to see this valley all the way through here. So when the leaves start going, I'll be able to see all the way to the top of the ridge up there. But right down here, the deer cross in that area, and a lot of times they will come from behind me up this way, but they shoot here, and that'll also take you over there where we put the first blind. It's about 200 yards that way. So we got it in some good cover over here. So blind number 2's done. On to blind number 3. Blind number 4. We're gonna put right over here. We'll get it situated right here. The deer will come this way, from down that way, and down this way. So this will give us good 365-degree shooting range. We're gonna get this one set up. All right, so if we're setting in here, trying to back out, we got plenty of room. These are a lot deeper. See, these are not hitting the wood, but I'll be able to see all the way down through there, over here to the side, and all the way back down through here. So these deer up here will move in all 3 directions. Well, there it is. We'll put a little food plot over here, use that side window, and we got some clover planted down that way. So we got all the spy point trail cameras put up, got them in lock boxes, locked up. All of them are on solar. Found out that spy point just works the best in this area that we hunt, and also get really good cell service. And spy point has worked really good for me. So if you're looking for a camera, check out spy point. So here's the blind. You can see down this little path here, they come up from down there. There's a gas well. Come up through here, and they will walk all the way up through here. They'll be used to this in no time, but it's been a day. 4-hour drive, getting these and getting over here. Now I got a 2-hour drive home. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. Give me a follow. we're going to finish up here up on the mountain and get back to the house and got a couple more days of prepping up here and getting ready for the hunting season in a couple months. So appreciate you watching. See you next time. Since we're doing a summer hunting video, putting up the blinds today, let me get your opinion. If you're a hunter that does mounts or you do taxidermy work, your opinion is greatly valued for this conversation. So in 2023 Youth Day, September, my son killed his biggest buck to date. I'll show you a picture right now. I live in Tennessee, hunt in Virginia, so I've got a taxidermist in Virginia that I use. If I kill stuff and I want it mounted, I will stop back through to that taxidermist on the way home to not cross state lines and drop it off. So I reached out to my taxidermist and he was not available. Could not get a hold of him. Tried for an hour and did not ever hear back. So I found another taxidermist locally, checked the reviews, got really good reviews, even looked on Facebook, and everybody talked about how good work he did, just could be a little slow. So called him and asked him if I could drop off deer head. He said that was fine. So we stopped by there with the deer head, dropped it off, paid a deposit, got all my information. He told me it would be about 12 months, which I was fine with. Most of the shoulder mounts that I have done has been at around 12 months. So fast forward, it is October of 2024, 1 year later. I don't hear from him, so I give him a few more months. So it's December. I decided to give him a call, and I'm like, hey, just calling to get a status on my son's deer head. And he said, I'm sorry, injured my hand. I can't remember if he said he lost some fingers or injured his fingers, but he was really behind. He's trying to get caught up, which I can understand that. I mean, if you rely on your hands to do your job and you've got an injury, it's going to prolong getting stuff done. And he said he hoped to have it done in a few months after the first of the year. So March of this year, 2025, rolls around, and I give him a call, just ask him, hey, just checking the status, see where my son's deer head is. He said, I'm behind. The hide is tanning. Hope to have it done shortly, within a few months. So I was like, okay. Now, I'm a pretty humble person. It takes a lot to get me riled up, but my son has really been looking forward to getting this buck back to hang on the wall. So I wait till July of this year, last month, and call the guy up, said, hey, could you give me a status on my son's deer head? He said, sorry, I injured my shoulder. I'm still behind. The hide's still tanning. And I was like, well, could you please give me an update? When do you think you're going to have this thing done? And he said, I'm not for sure. I will try to get it done as quick as I can. So, guys, gals, in 2 more months, it's going to be 2 years since we dropped his deer head off to have it mounted. Now, it typically wouldn't bother me, but like, my son has gotten discouraged and a little aggravated because, man, you know how it is when you get your biggest buck, you want to display it and show it off, and he's starting to get a little aggravated. And at this point, I'm starting to get a little aggravated because I feel like if you're running a business, if there's going to be long delays, you should have the decency to call someone and let them know what's going on. I would be more empathetic to what's going on if you would just call and say, hey, I've injured myself. I'm the only one doing this. I don't have help. It's going to be a while. I probably wouldn't be as aggravated, but when you can't make a phone call and you have my contact information and just say, hey, this is taking way longer than normal, I'm starting to get a little aggravated. So, what would you do in this situation? I've got a new taxidermist now, and man, they are awesome. K&B Taxidermy. I'll put their name up here. If you're in Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee, and you're looking for a processor or a taxidermist, man, these guys are awesome. They're family oriented, super great people. I could not ask for better people to fool with when it comes to taxidermy or processing my deer meat. So, shout out to them. Really, really good people. But should I expect to pay full price for something that's taken almost 2 years? How should I handle this? So if you don't mind, drop me a comment below and let me know what you would do in this situation if you've waited almost 2 years to get your deer mount back.
I only talk to God when I need a favor.